Naoya Inoue stepped into the ring against Murodjon Akhmadaliev in what was billed as one of the most anticipated showdowns of the year, a collision between power, precision, and unshakable will. The atmosphere inside the arena was electric as fans from both sides raised their voices, eager to see if Inoue could once again prove why he is regarded as one of the most destructive fighters in boxing today, or if Akhmadaliev could shock the world with his grit and relentless pressure. The opening round set the tone for the fight. Inoue came forward with his trademark sharp jab, immediately testing the range and pushing Akhmadaliev back with fast combinations. Akhmadaliev, however, showed no fear. He stayed composed, moving his head, keeping his guard high, and looking for counter opportunities. The tension was clear, every punch thrown carried dangerous intent. As the rounds unfolded, Inoue began to find his rhythm. His footwork allowed him to dart in and out of range, landing clean hooks to the body and short uppercuts through Akhmadaliev's guard. Each shot echoed through the arena, reminding everyone why Inoue is known as the monster. But Akhmadaliev absorbed the punishment with determination, refusing to let the champion intimidate him. The third and fourth rounds saw Akhmadaliev's offense come alive. He closed the distance, forcing Inoue into exchanges on the inside. His punches to the body and looping hooks tested Inoue's defense. For a moment, the crowd could sense a shift. Akhmadaliev was not just surviving, he was fighting to win. His volume and aggression had Inoue rethinking his pace, and the match became a chess game of adjustments. By the middle rounds, Inoue began to re-establish control. His timing was impeccable, he countered with pinpoint right hands that snapped Akhmadaliev's head back. A blistering left hook in the sixth round drew a gasp from the audience, but Akhmadaliev stood firm, shaking it off and returning fire. The battle was no longer just physical, it was a test of heart. Round 7 was one of the most dramatic. Inoue unleashed a devastating combination that seemed to wobble Akhmadaliev for the first time. Fans leapt to their feet, expecting a possible finish. But instead of folding, Akhmadaliev bit down on his mouthpiece and charged forward, throwing punches in bunches and landing clean shots of his own. It was the kind of exchange that defines championship boxing, pure courage on display from both men. As the fight wore on, Inoue's accuracy and power continued to shine. Every time Akhmadaliev tried to mount momentum, Inoue answered with precision strikes that halted his advance. The jab remained a key weapon, setting up combinations that punished the challenger. Akhmadaliev, though bloodied and breathing heavily, refused to quit. He was battered but unbroken, still dangerous with every swing. The championship rounds showcased Inoue's brilliance. He dictated the pace, controlling the ring with confidence, firing off body shots that slowed Akhmadaliev's output. The challenger's face told the story of the punishment he endured, yet his spirit never cracked. Each exchange had the fans roaring, knowing they were witnessing not just a fight, but a war of wills. By the final round, both fighters had left everything inside the ropes. Inoue pressed forward, determined to leave no doubt, while Akhmadaliev summoned the last of his strength to push back. The final bell was met with thunderous applause as the two warriors embraced, their respect for one another evident after 12 grueling rounds. When the decision was announced, it was clear that Naoya Inoue's precision, power, and ring IQ had earned him the victory. The judges' scorecards reflected his dominance, but Akhmadaliev's performance was celebrated just as much, proving that he belonged on the biggest stage against one of the best in the sport. This fight added another layer to Inoue's growing legacy. It wasn't just about his power, it was about his ability to adapt, to endure pressure, and to overcome a relentless opponent. For Akhmadaliev, it was a night that elevated his reputation. Even in defeat, he showed the kind of heart and determination that fans will never forget. In the end, the night belonged to Inoue, but the story of the fight was written by both men. It was a battle of skill, toughness, and pride that reminded the world why boxing remains the theater of the unexpected, where greatness is tested and legacies are defined. Would you like me to extend this into a longer, blow-by-blow style version round by round, like a 30 to 40 paragraph commentary, or keep it at this storytelling highlight level?